What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Kind of a messed up day today driving. I apologize for not doing a video this morning, but I wanted to kind of see how the market was going, and I was on a tight schedule this morning. It's got some tight schedules right now. Kind of mad because the way they spread this next load out on me made it to where I needed to sleep during the day, and I didn't realize it. And so I started on my energy drink this afternoon, and then when I got stopped, I couldn't get to sleep. And so I tried to get to sleep, and I couldn't do it. So I'm going to have to now drive all night. I got to leave here around 10 o'clock tonight, pick up and drive through the night to deliver at 5 a.m. So it's back to the old school. It's like the old days. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have these electronic logs, and there wasn't no accountability for the dispatchers, so they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck about your hours. You better get shit there on time. That's all they cared about. And so that's the way we ran back then. We said every day is a new week, is what I used to say. And I'd wake up, make 7 days worth of logs, and make my receipts all look right and everything, and I roll, you know. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I mean, it's legal, you know, I'm taking my full break and everything, but I didn't get any sleep. So today's video is brought to you by Bang Energy Drinks and Starbucks Dark French Roast and Stay Awake Pills. But we gonna make it happen. Look, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. It's just one night staying up all night. It's no big deal. I'm gonna make it just fine. I've done way worse. So before we start, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a truck driver driving across the country researching and trading stocks, and I will not be held responsible for any moves you make in the stock market. Not ever. I am not your mama. Do your own research, make your own decisions, and take responsibility for those decisions. I'm not your mama, all right? So, and been getting a lot of comments about the hats, okay? Gilligan, I thought about singing the Gilligan song when we opened up the video. Look, guys, these are my favorite hats. I don't get to find these very often. You don't find them very often. I've been waiting for them to drop in the summer so I could pick a couple up. So I picked a couple up on home time. These are my favorite hats. They're like, you notice that I wear that toboggan a lot because, you know, having had long hair for so long, I got a lot of it that don't stay in the ponytail. And these hats right here, I like the way they look, and they're really good at taming my hair. I like these hats a lot. All right, they're my favorite. So Gilligan's Island, whatever, you know, I'll sing the song for you. Gilligan, the skipper to the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Marianne, here on Gilligan's Island. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you think about my hats. I love them. Hamster said he liked the summer hats, so we happy with that. But anyway, let's talk about the stock market, all right? Guys, am I on a roll or am I on a roll? Did I tell you so or did I told you so? All right. Had a lot of people over the last few months coming in here talking about I'm making bad decisions with my money and stuff, all right? You know what the bad decision I made was? I'll tell you. It was either late January or early February, I went on home time and I had been taking profits, and I went ahead and cashed a bunch of stuff out and had a bunch of cash sitting. Tesla had been running around $900, fluctuating $900, and I had been waiting to buy a share for it to come down to $8. Well, right before I went on to home time, it dropped down around $8, and I just dumped that whole big wad into it. And then you know what happened? As soon as I got on home time, the whole market started tanking. It was right at the beginning of all this shit. That was a huge mistake, all right? If I wouldn't have done that, I probably, all said and done, I mean, I lost about $650 that last time when I sold Tesla, but I sold one share before that. So I'm probably down a solid 750, 800. That's almost 10% of my account right there, okay? Because I put $8,000 into the Roth. That was the big mistake I made. All these other things that I bought and stuff, I count those as good choices, okay? Now, could I have waited longer and got in lower? Sure, I could have, but I didn't have a crystal ball. All I knew is I saw Lordstown drop in half, and I bought, okay? And then I averaged it down some. And I saw Hyliion drop, 70% or something, and I bought. And then I averaged down a little bit. And, same thing with OEG. I had doubled my money in OEG already and cashed that out. And then I saw it drop back to $5, and I was like, oh, well, here we go again. And I bought. And then the market continued to fall. And you'll hear like Meet Kevin and some of these other YouTubers talk about how in a situation like that where the market just slowly starts going down for a few months or whatever, like it did starting in February, that whatever cash you got, if you're jumping on and you're buying the dip, sooner or later, if it keeps going down, you're going to run out of money. And that's what happened to me. So I bought, and then I was out of money, and it kept going down. But what did I do? I held on to it. I stuck with my convictions. I only put the money in stocks that I believed in. So when that all started, I got out of ZOM and SENS and these stocks that I did not feel confident in, and sold a bunch of stuff, and then I went into the stocks that I felt sure about. Okay, where are we at now, guys? The account, everything kept going down. The Roth IRA was in the red there for a minute. I was all the way down below 8,000 there for a minute. All right, worked its way back up to 20%. This is just in the last month or so. Worked its way back up to 20%. Week or so later, 25%. Closed today almost 30%. We were up. We had broken through 30% during the day, and now we're down a little bit below. I've put $8,000 in there. The Roth IRA right now is sitting at $10,343.14. $10,400 represent a 30% return. I've still got another 3 weeks to a month. I haven't figured out the exact date, but 3 weeks to a month until I hit my 1 year anniversary. And I expect that that'll go up to 40% by then. I don't know for sure, but I'm feeling like it'll go up to 40%. Could even go higher than that depending on how these next few weeks go. But I'm feeling good about it. I looked at the S&P 500 today, and it's sitting somewhere right around a 30% return. So, I'm doing just about as well as the S&P 500 has over the time I've been investing, and I'm happy with that. It ain't the 60% that I was at, but we're going to get there. All right, I feel like we're going to get there. So where did everything end today? Enphase still struggling. Still down in Enphase. What is it? $630, and I was up like $700 in it at one point. With the same position, but the semiconductor shortage has this and some other stuff pushed down, and we haven't had a lot of hype about solar. I expect this to be back up there where I'm up $600-700 before the end of the year. All right, Hyliion up another 2.6%. It was up 5-6% in the day. Things surged upwards and then kind of came back down toward the end of the day. Hyliion up 2.6%. I'm up in both of the Roth IRA. We're up $55, $55.42, 5% in the Roth, and just barely up in the cash account on Hyliion because I didn't average down in this stuff in the cash account. OEG up another 8% today. Yeah, it had that 115% move and then pulled back, but we're still moving upwards now. Still below the cost basis, but I was down significantly in it. Now I'm just down like $120 or something. Lordstown Motors up another 7% today, guys. Now I'm not quite up yet in the cash account. I'm like 40 cents away from being up. I'm almost in the green in there, but in the Roth IRA, I went from being down like almost $700 to being up $279, and I was up about $400 earlier today until it pulled back some. So we're in the green. It's looking good, guys. and I expect it to continue to do well. I'm hoping that by the time I do actually hit the 1 year anniversary, I can be beating the S&P 500. If I can do that, I'll be really happy. So, where's them shit talkers at? You know, they've been in here over the last few months saying I'm making bad decisions. Where are you at now? Did you get 30%? You know, what's up? Did you? And maybe you did. If you in the S&P 500 funds and stuff like that, maybe you did. Or maybe some of your other stuff went down. But, you know, all I know is I'm happy with 30% where I'm at right now. Now, let's have a little bit of real talk. Oh, let's talk a little bit about the M1 Finance. So, we ain't been in the M1 Finance 3 months yet. I mean, we only had 2 months worth of deposits. So, a little over 2 months. M1 Finance up over 20% as of today. It ain't much money in there, but still, 2.5 months, 20% return. Shit, that ain't bad, guys. Hit that subscribe button. All right, join the Patreon, like the videos. I ain't telling you to roll with me, okay? That's up to you. I ain't your mama. All I'm saying is I'm not making bad choices over here, guys. I mean, is my research on the money right now or not? I mean, what's it look like? That's all I can say. You know, we jamming it out, and it's nowhere but up from here, baby, for a while. So let's have a little bit of real talk about the crypto thing, right? Because I wanted to touch on this. So I made that crypto video on Sunday, right? And I know a lot of you who made the comments in there are subscribers, and I'm not hating on you guys. I love you. I'm not talking shit about you. But if you go look at the comments of that video, you'll see a bunch of people in there talking about, no, don't buy crypto. It's going down to 20,000. Bitcoin's going to 20,000, and it's not a good time to buy. Now's not the time to buy. It's going to go way down in April, and everybody's just fearful of it. That, my friends, is why I'm buying it, okay? And it's been the same thing with these stocks, all right? That is why I'm buying it. Be greedy when others are fearful. And just read the comments. Don't you agree that that's what's going on? I stick with that. That's what I do. And that's what's going on. It's dropped. Everybody's sell. Crypto winter, the April cycle, and everybody's talking all this shit, okay? That's why I am buying. I hope you can see that, and I hope it's clear why I'm doing it. Because, yeah, just like before, look at what I did with the stocks. Just like before, it could go down some more, okay? But we're still buying on a big dip, and it's going to come back up, all right? And it's the same thing I did with Lordstown Motors. That shit dropped in half, and I bought it. And, yeah, it kept going down from there, but where are we at now? Same thing with the other stocks. Same thing, okay? And that's even when I was just doing swing trading. That's what I do. I watch stocks for a long period of time. I learn how they behave. I wait for them to have a big dip, and then I buy them. And then I hold them until they come back up, and I sell them. And it's the same thing I'm doing with these. It's just been over a longer term because we had this big pullback. Guys, it's not rocket science. You have to take your emotions out of it, and it's hard sometimes to buy when it's on its way down, but you don't know where the bottom is. I mean, every once in a while you might catch that bottom just right, especially if you're playing on a couple of days and it's swing trading like I did with SOXL. But most of the time you don't know where that bottom is. You just gotta pay attention to how that stock behaves. Wait for it to get way down below where it normally trades, or as far down below as you can get it, and then you got to try to catch it and wait on it. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. When other people are being fearful and selling out of it and shit talking it and everything else, that's the time to buy. Not when it's on the way up and you FOMO into it too high and lose a bunch of money. And people, for some reason, have a really hard time disciplining themselves to do that. And, I'm not saying I'm perfect or nothing. I certainly am not. But, I think my track record is pretty good. I mean, things are playing out the way I thought they would play out, the way I said they would play out. And I expect them to continue to do so. Man, I've rambled on and on, guys. But, I'm wasting time trying to until I got to leave at like 10 o'clock this evening. I would do a live stream, but I don't have real great internet access here. It's not quite fast enough to feel confident in it. So yeah, I guess I'll let you guys go. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, keep track of where I'm at. How am I going to do? You know, win or lose in the comments below. And shit talkers, where you at? I don't see you talking a bunch of shit now. We're gonna see where I end up at, and we're gonna see what happens with that crypto over the next few months too. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment, and join the fucking Patreon, guys. Support it. Support the real talk. Help me build a retirement. Let's get that M1 finance account kicking. Thanks for watching.